Hey guys, it's me Alex from Grow, Cook, Eat, Repeat. Wanted to give you a little bit of a homestead tour today. We live in Wapakoneta, Ohio. I'm under one of our big apple trees here at our new homestead. We moved in about November. It's June, so about 7 months we've been here. Kind of starting to build some new things and get some infrastructure in place and try a lot of new things and continue to dream and grow towards the future. So come along, I'll show you a couple things. Over here we've got kind of a hodgepodge of different things growing. We've got down here a newly planted little seedling of Siberian pea shrub, which adds nitrogen to the soil. We've got a bunch of different squash and pumpkin plants, as you can see throughout. I've got some cover crop of ryegrass and peas in here. I've planted a few Chicago cold hardy fig trees. This one's already got a little bit of a fig. We've got 2 of those in here. Here's the other one. And then we've got some cool things that I've been looking towards getting, and I'm a little bit excited about some sea berry shrubs. So here's one of the males. They're looking a little sad because I just transplanted them. So there's that one. We've also got 2 females that also look sad. There's one of those. Has some growth down here. And then here's the 3rd one for that. And as you can see, scattered throughout are those various pumpkins and squash that we have, all edible. Some pie pumpkins, some blue Hubbard squash, some butternut squash, another pea shrub, and then we've got scattered throughout a bunch of sunflowers and watermelons and things like that. We also have some medicinal herbs, St. John's wort. We've got 3 of those and a couple other little sunflower seedlings sprouting up. And then we do have some flowers that are looking a bit sad, but they're growing, and hopefully they'll bounce back. We have some columbine perennial flower that's pretty, and some one of my favorite flowers, orange poppy flowers. So hopefully that all does well, and I'm interested to see what we've got going on for this in the future. Really what I want to do is make this more of a perennial fruit bed, so we'll keep the sea berries and the figs in here, and then we'll layer the ground with a bunch of different strawberry plants. Alright, so here we are. As you can see, another pea shrub. I've got these because you can take cuttings from them, and so once I get these rooted, I'll probably plant a bunch of them from cuttings, and once I get them rooted, plant them closer to fruit trees to really add and fix in some nitrogen to the soil so I won't have to fertilize as much. Speaking of which, right close to this is a cherry tree that we planted as a bare root this year. It's doing well. This one is a Lappin's cherry. We got these from Burnt Ridge Nursery out on the west coast. Here's another fruit bush that we've got real close. Another nitrogen fixing bush. This is a red Jim Goomy berry. A little bit unique actually. This morning I got my first taste of a Goomy berry. There was one berry on the plant and it was ripe for the picking, so I got to taste that. It was a little bit sour, not bad, a little bit mealy texture wise, but pretty interesting. And then right next to this we've got a couple other fruit bushes here. This is a red currant. We really love currants, so we're looking forward to that. And then in the background, as you can see right over there, is another red currant. They're both doing great. We got all these at Burnt Ridge Nursery this spring, so we just planted them out a couple months ago, and they're doing well. We'll move on to another cherry apricot and dwarf mulberry that we've got planted. So here we are kind of on the east side of our property, facing the busiest road that we've got here is another cherry tree. This one isn't doing as great. It's not bad, but a couple of the sticks, the twigs on here haven't leafed out or anything yet. This is a Kristen cherry. It's another pollinator for the lapins that we got, so these will pair well. Kind of right in the forefront of our garden, as you can see right back there. We'll get to that in a minute. At the moment it's just kind of a weed field, but we've got some good things that are coming through there. So this apricot tree is doing great. All of the trees that we planted were bare root. This is a Puget Gold apricot. This is an Illinois everbearing mulberry. So it's starting to come up. We had, as many of you know, we had a late frost, unexpected, and it killed a lot of the leaf nodes that were coming on the wood. But thankfully it's looks like it's doing well, leafing out. And then we've got a goji berry bush here, as you can see, starting to grow a bit. And then down this whole row, if you can see, along the whole lane of our fence, we've got elderberry bushes that I took from cuttings that are growing along the entirety of the full outside of our fence. So hopefully we'll have a bunch of elderberries. So here we are on the south side of our garden. I've got a couple more goji berry bushes. These were the main ones I got, and that little one over there that we just looked at, that was actually a shoot from the ground that I dug up out of these. I'm just waiting for the right place to plant these. Wanted to see how they do in our property. So far, having them for a year and a half, 2 years, I've noticed they really like to have shade in the afternoon, and they really love as much water as you can give them. So I'm looking forward to seeing where to plant these. Right here by the garden also is another kind of hodgepodge. Pumpkin, squash, wild sunflowers, all throughout there. Also got some comfrey that I planted in here. You can see one of the leaves there. I've got a couple comfrey plants in here. We've also got 5 potted red raspberry bushes that will pot up once we get a fence around the garden. That's the next project here. There's another Siberian pea shrub in here, little one right there. So now we're on to the tour of the garden. We're just kind of coming up to the end of some peas here in this first row amongst all the weeds. Our peas, we've still got some snap peas that are coming on, as you can see. We've also got some snow peas that are still coming on. We had a bunch of radishes here, daikon, French breakfast radish, that have all kind of gone to seed. So we like to use these radish seed pods. Got some parsnips, holy basil, some yard-long beans that should be coming up, and then interspersed in here are some purple top turnips. If you can see down in all the weeds, there's a turnip ready to go. Got some more yard-long beans, bunch of different cucumbers. We've got some for pickling, and then some to just munch on with the softer skin, the English kind. Red romaine, got a bunch of that still coming in. Got a bunch of red Russian kale. bunch of spinach that's has bolted, getting ready to go to seed that we'll probably feed to the pigs. Got a bunch of, these are miniature cabbages, so those will be coming. Then we've got all the full-size cabbages, some Savoy cabbage, some purple cabbage. I planted a bunch of Napa cabbage amongst all this, and with the heat it bolted pretty quick. So then over here we've got all our tomatoes, various sizes and colors of tomatoes. We've got a couple okra plants. There's a little okra growing there. Clemson spineless, I believe, is the type. More tomatoes in that row. We've got some Black Beauty zucchini amongst some various sunflowers. Another zucchini. Got a little eggplant. Another zucchini. We've got some potatoes, just a very few potatoes here. So as you can see, obviously lots of weeds to deal with. Was busy with the ducks a lot, and started this plot with using a tarp to kill all the weeds, tilled it up, and the weeds just sprouted galore. So that'll be my next project to tackle. Here we are at the pigs. We've got two cooney pigs. There they are. We've got Merlin here with the white dot on his nose, and we've got Thorin over there ignoring the camera. As you can tell, they're hungry. We'll get them their feed here. So there we are. While they're eating, as you can see in here, we've got a lot of dried grass. When we cut our grass, we feed them the grass along with some alfalfa hay mix, and they really love the clover and a lot of the different weeds scattered throughout our yard. They eat that up pretty good. Don't feed them too much grain when they eat that. So on the days we cut, they still get about a cup and a half, 2 cups of grain total twice a day, just to kind of give them the minerals and vitamins that they need. But overall, they are getting pretty big. They're growing well. They're slow grower for those that don't know the breed. They'll be a year old in about 2 weeks. Thorin is intact, and he's our boar. We plan on potentially using him to breed. We haven't fully decided yet. We may or may not use him as meat, but Merlin, our other pig over here, he will be meat in probably November. They'll be about 16 months, so that's right in the range that they shoot for the coonies. They're real friendly, real nice, good pets, nice meat. They'll have a lot of lard. We'll render that down and eat that, so we're looking forward to that. Alright, so we are Grow, Cook, Eat, Repeat. Once again, we're from Wapakoneta, Ohio. New homestead, still building some things, so thanks for watching and checking out our place. We do have some more videos. If you want to subscribe and watch those, some more will be coming out. Also, if you have any questions, any suggestions, feel free to get a hold of us and let us know. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is I'm my dad's child.
Yeah, what's your name?
Raina Faye Tuttle.
Raina Faye Tuttle. This is my wife Diana. We have a dog, Cacao. He's a Labradoodle, and we have 3 outdoor cats. What are their names, Raina?
Anna, Elsa, Sven.
And Sven. Yep, absolutely. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.